Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kolbe, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, the United Democratic Party demonstrates throughout the streets of Belize City. CEO of Kolbe Foundation dismissed after less than 2 months, and Welcome Resource Center marks 13 years of mental health support. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
This class is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Looking good, Mom. Hey guys, I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Welcome to Plus News for today, Friday, July 10th. I am Nevia Ramos. Enough is enough was the chant that resounded through the streets of Belize City earlier today as the United Democratic Party marched from their headquarters to Battlefield Park, asserting that they are not pleased with the current Briceño administration. The protest centered on fighting against what Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Tracy Panton, describes as corruption on steroids.
It is time that this country comes together, irrespective of your political ideology, irrespective of the platforms we stand on, to stand up for Belize. What do you hope to achieve today? The government must get a loud, clear message that Belize will stand together and we are standing against corruption on steroids. What has been placed in the public domain so far is just the tip of the iceberg, and we cannot. Our people are suffering. Too much corruption, too much crime, high cost of living, high cost of fuel, and the government has set up a special vehicle, special companies, all formed since they got elected, to pilfer the public purse, and we say that is not acceptable.
The controversy surrounding current Belmopani era representative Oscar Mira and the 1.7 million government contracts awarded to his family, largely for the Ministry of Defense, remains as one of the driving forces behind the movement. The UDP continues to push for the removal of other government officials who continue to engage in similar practices, arguing that administrative leave is not enough. Former president of the KHMHA Workers Union, Andrew Baird, noted that these matters need to be addressed properly and is encouraging other Belizeans to speak out against corruption in all forms.
Well, of course, we have all the issues that is been going on, especially the issue of the Mirias and the Marines, and now we have new issues in Orinjua in reference to the Prime Minister brother and so forth. And we believe that these issues need to be addressed, and people need to be held accountable for their actions in regards to these things that have been.
Are more union members coming out here to your knowledge?
I cannot speak for the union. I'm out here at my own personal time, supporting my party, the United Democratic Party.
Because you found it important to do so, do you consider that this will build some momentum anti-corruption?
Certainly, that is what we hope, that more Belizeans would look at this as and give it a reason to come out and speak out against the corruption, and even more so to ensure that the government enact the UNCAP law.
And while the vast majority of those in attendance were affiliated with the Red Party, UDP officials maintained that today's demonstration was about more than politics, but rather a demonstration for all Belizeans, regardless of whether they are red or blue.
What are you hearing in terms of this scandal, and why was it important for you to come out here today?
Well, I just come out today to support that enough is enough, and we're standing firm. This is not, I don't think this is anything to be political today. I see many people out here supporting this call.
UDP caretaker for Belize Rural Central, Edward Broster, says that if he is elected, there would be no corruption under his leadership. Broster was present at this morning's UDP rally in Belize City, where the party and its supporters marched through the streets of the old capital, voicing their concern and displeasure with the current PUP administration. According to Broster, Plan Belize was always about helping the rich get richer, and he promised that if he is elected, he would call out corruption even if it were to occur within his own party.
The Plan Belize, obviously we're seeing the Plan Belize family. The Plan Belize, a family plan. That's definitely family plan. And there's no way on earth you could tell me, say, only family members from the People's United Party could get contracts here, there, and everywhere.
You're not opposed to family members getting contracts fairly?
I am not, but look at the sheer number of PUP family members getting contracts.
Isn't that how politics works in Belize? Though unfortunately shouldn't, but there's a lot of nepotism, corruption.
And we have to stop it. And that is why the UDP is uniting, rebuilding and restoring, because we will not tolerate this type of corruption.
Yeah, so then a UDP government, or you yourself, if you get into parliament, what do you commit to do to end corruption?
For sure, it will not be in my office, it will not be in my city, and it will not be in my country. I will be the first to call it out, and you could mark my words. I don't want to be like the Prime Minister will get for TV in opposition and talk about bring down the tax, the fuel price, and he want to deal with corruption. And when he get in there now, when it faces him, where do you do? Nothing. You understand me?
Because it's a different situation when you're actually in there.
No. That shows your integrity and your character. You understand me?
It happens with both parties, Mr. Braster.
It won't happen with me.
With you, and you are part of a party.
And I tell you,
So you leave?
under my watch, that don't want to happen.
Why? Because you will leave her.
Either. And I will call the Belizean people to come out and deal with it. Same way I'm calling the Belizean people to come out. We know for the tolerate no kind of corruption, and the blue nor red.
Former UDP Senator and Secretary General Juliet Timbrell is pushing back against the allegations made by political ads over the past few days. A new political ad has made its rounds on social media stating that former politician Timbrell is now trying to make a return after pilfering from the public purse. The ad alludes to Timbrell owning over 20 properties across the country and a number of assets that she allegedly accumulated during her time under the UDP. Today at the UDP's rally in Belize City, Timbrell pushed back on the claims.
I am not worried about the public campaign against me. I am not a politician on ballot. I am in politics and I am informing the Belizean people. And they can say anything they want against me. It does not matter. If they can't find a father that takes care of them, I have my father that takes care of me.
So if none of it is true, you're categorically denying all the claims.
I'll be honest with you, I don't have 20 houses. I don't have anything close to 20 houses. I don't have 15 houses. I don't have 10 houses. I have a mortgage at Belize Bank that none of them want to pay. It's over $6,000 a month. I am telling you that is on record. You all can do your investigation, but I am not the problem. The problem is the Prime Minister and the People's United Party that continue to pressure the Belizean people and take advantage of them. It's not me.
The Prime Minister says that he is in no way affiliated with Meat Masters. A batch of new screenshots from the Smart Stream system are now shining a light on a new company, Meat Masters. The screenshots show 54 payments issued to Meat Masters between April 13th and May 11th, 2026. All of those transactions were below $10,000 and collectively amounted to nearly $500,000. The records further indicate that 35 of those payments were processed on May 11th alone, totaling more than $300,000, with each individual payment remaining below the procurement threshold. Following the revelation, the Guardian newspaper insinuated that one of the Prime Minister's family members could be involved in the Meat Masters operations. The Prime Minister has since responded to the claims, denying any linkage between himself and the company, stating that the UDP is attempting to grab at straws.
I think the Guardian said my older brother, and that is something that I'm passing over to my lawyers, and they're going to be writing the Guardian, because I know that they know better. That I'm the oldest child for my father and my mother, so I don't know where they're coming with that story. I think they're trying to link the last name, but with the two different families, there are no relations with us. I don't have any interest in Meat Masters. I didn't even realize Meat Masters was selling meat to the BDF. So I think that the UDP is trying to grab onto something. They have been so inept I mean, and they've been so divided, and you know, and they're trying to find, they're grabbing at straws, trying to create a scandal when there's none, in trying to drag me into this. I've been very clear. We've given this to the Auditor General. The Auditor General was in cabinet on Tuesday, and with everybody and the CEOs and the ministry and the ministers, and she explained what is the process when they do audit. Not this one in particular, because she said, I cannot speak on this one because I have sworn an oath of secrecy. So she did not speak on that, but she just spoke on the process. And I've been clear. If this young man or this gentleman, Briceño, is, and I don't think he did anything wrong, but if he did anything wrong, he will have to also to answer. And I repeat one more time, we're not related in any which way. It's a different Briceño. They have Briceños in PG, they have Briceños in San Ignacio, they have Briceños, I think, in Corozal and Orange Walk, and Briceños in Child Farm, and most of them, we're not related. So I think the Guardian will definitely have to apologize, and quite likely we might decide, depending what my attorneys advise, maybe taking legal action against
So just
them.
to clarify, Gabriel Briceño, that's not your brother, and you do not know him.
He's not only my,
owner.
he's not my brother, and he's no relative of mine. I probably met him before. He's a voter from Orange Walk Central, but it's not even somebody that we hang out or anything like that. So I had no idea. He was with Meat Masters. I had no idea Meat Masters was selling or bidding to provide meat to the BDF.
But while the Prime Minister is denying any family relations to Meat Masters, the CEO within the Ministry of National Defense and Border Security, Francis Usher, is not. In an interview earlier this week, CEO Usher confirmed that the owner of Meat Master is his wife's cousin. When asked about the latest development, the Prime Minister stated that the audit will reveal if there was any wrongdoing, but that CEO Usher will not be removed from his post.
I have not spoken directly with him on this matter. As you know, there's a bidding committee, and I think that this present CEO has been doing a pretty good job in trying to hold the ministry together. And I think it would be a disservice to the ministry, a disservice to the men and women in the Coast Guard and the BDF if we were to remove him. I think he genuinely cares for these soldiers and these and for the people of the Coast Guard, and really wants to do better, or how we can do better.
We will be taking our first break for the evening and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows, each generation building on the last, and carrying forward a shared responsibility, serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes, supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited, Built to serve, serving Belize.
There's going to be 5 modules that we will be looking at. The first one would be the duties of traffic wardens, power of arrest, and the legislative amendments as it relates to DUI. The second module looks at report writing, and then we look at motorcycle helmets and its standards. On Wednesday, we look at the proper use of breathalyzers, and then we'll do some training related to that. On Thursday, we then look at electronic evidence as it relates to the changes in legislation and the use of the body cams and dash cams. And on Friday, of course, we'll be doing a simulation on a case file preparation.
Please remember, the rules are there for a reason. The regulations are there for a reason. It's not to bypass them. It's to ensure that you protect the citizens of Belize.
We're not here to just teach you. We're also here to learn from you. You are the ones who are on the streets every day doing traffic enforcements. So you know what are the issues that affects you and should be able to guide us so that we can correct those issues.
Manholes play a critical role in keeping our sewage and drainage systems functioning properly. They allow our maintenance teams to inspect, clean, and clear blockages. When covers are missing or compromised, the entire system and the public are placed at risk. Stealing or damaging manhole covers is a criminal offense and creates dangerous conditions on our streets and sidewalks. Motorists and drivers are reminded that it is an offense to park or drive on sidewalks. The weight of vehicles, large or small, can crack and dislodge manhole covers. In an ongoing effort to protect lives, property, and public infrastructure across Belize City, your Belize City Council continues its citywide manhole cover replacement program. Since the launch of this initiative, thousands of damaged or missing manhole covers have been replaced, improving safety, accessibility, and the overall appearance of our streets and sidewalks. Despite these strides, manhole covers continue to be stolen or damaged, creating serious risks for pedestrians and motorists, including severe injuries, traffic incidents, and damage to personal property. If you see a manhole cover that is broken, missing, or unsafe, report it immediately. Take a photo and share the location with us via WhatsApp at 673-9055 or by calling 227-2308. Remember, maintaining manhole covers requires a shared responsibility. Together, we can prevent accidents, protect public infrastructure, and keep Belize City safe for everyone. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows. Each generation building on the last and carrying forward a shared responsibility, serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes. supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited, built to serve, serving Belize.
There's going to be 5 modules that we will be looking at. The first one would be the duties of traffic wardens, power of arrest, and the legislative amendments as it relates to DUI. The second module looks at report writing, and then we look at motorcycle helmets and its standards. On Wednesday, we look at the proper use of breathalyzers, and then we'll do some training related to that. On Thursday, we then look at electronic evidence as it relates to the changes in legislation and the use of the body cams and dash cams. And on Friday, of course, we'll be doing a simulation on a case file preparation.
Please remember, the rules are there for a reason. The regulations are there for a reason. It's not to bypass them. It's to ensure that you protect the citizens of Belize.
We're not here to just teach you. We're also here to learn from you. You are the ones who are on the streets every day doing traffic enforcements. So you know what are the issues that affects you and should be able to guide us so that we can correct those issues.
The Caribbean Court of Justice has released its written reasons for 2 March rulings that overturned decisions of Belize's Court of Appeal in legal proceedings involving redistricting claimant Jeremy Enriquez and his attorney Anand Ramlogan. One of the rulings centered on Enriquez's attempt to obtain an injunction to halt the March 2025 general election. After the High Court denied the application, the Court of Appeal refused Enriquez permission to appeal, finding that the order had not been formally perfected by the Register. The CCG, however, held that the order was valid because it had already been signed by both the judge and the parties, satisfying the legal requirements. The CCG also overturned the Court of Appeal's decision on an order requiring Ramlogan to personally pay wasted costs. The appeal court had ruled that leave was required before challenging the order. The CCG found that no such leave was necessary because the order was final. In its judgment, the regional court raised concerns about due process, noting that Justice Tawanda Hondora did not explain the basis for the cost order or hold a hearing to allow Ramlogan to respond. However, the CCG dismissed a separate appeal involving an ex parte case management order issued by Justice Hondora after Enriquez sought his rescue. The court concluded that Enriquez should have first applied to the High Court to vary or discharge the order before pursuing an appeal. Reacting to the written judgment, Enriquez welcomed the decision, stating, "I will pursue my bias application against Hondora J because I have absolutely no confidence in his ability to be fair and impartial in this matter. I am also awaiting judgment in my judicial review case against the GLSC over its dismissal of my complaint about judicial misconduct, corruption, and bias." Former Kolbe Foundation Chief Executive Officer George Gomez is speaking out after his sudden and what he says is unexplained dismissal from his post at the Belize Central Prison. Gomez, who was appointed by the Kolbe Board of Directors on May 19, 2026, after Virgilio Murillo stepped down, said he was dismissed without cause on July 7, 2026, just weeks after officially taking over leadership of the institution. In a press release issued on Thursday, Gomez reflected on the progress made during his tenure, highlighting some of the policies introduced to improve prison operations, strengthen accountability, and enhance the welfare of both staff and inmates. He pointed to initiatives including new operational policies, staff training, improved inmate management systems, and rehabilitation programs. Gomez also noted that he built several relationships with local authorities and foreign diplomatic representatives while working to modernize the institution. Despite his removal, Gomez said hopes his successor continues the work he started and ensures that both prison staff and inmates receive the respect and treatment they are owed. The Joint Public Accounts Committee says that they are concerned regarding the leaks continuously coming out of the Ministry of Defense and Border Security. Earlier this week, the JPAC held its 8th meeting for the 14th parliamentary session. At the session, the JPAC informed the nation of its decision to request that the Auditor General review the SmartStream system, including its effectiveness, reliability, governance, internal controls, data integrity, reporting capabilities, and the extent to which it supports compliance with applicable public finance obligations. UDP era Representative Godwin Haylock sits on the committee and says that all of the committee members are concerned about the allegations against Mira and Marin and want the Auditor General to investigate properly.
One of the main purpose of the JPAC is to measure the accountability of government when it comes to the accounting policies, and this latest scandal with the payments through the smart system certainly raises the eyebrows of every member of JPAC. We are concerned. We are looking into the independence of the Auditor General position, because remember, that's a constitutionally mandated office. So she's supposed to have full scope, no direction from the Prime Minister, no direction from the leader of the opposition. She has the mandate of the Constitution to act as she feels. We also want to make sure that she is working with a TOR that includes what she needs to get the job done. For example, that she's following all the laws to make sure that the store orders, the financial orders are being complied with. We're trying to make sure that even in those contracts that whatever necessary taxes that needs to come out of a contract that's with government is being taken out. So we're looking at that. But to speak directly, if we have the mandate to question what's going on, at this point, we're getting legal advice for that, because we're sure we can examine reports that comes to the House and as far from us. But this will be a new frontier for us to start to examine ongoing situations after the report has been made. Because I believe the Auditor General has already started the report, started the inquiry, but until it's finished and we get a copy of it, we don't have nothing legal to go on. So we're taking legal advice, and as soon as we know if we can go and question anyone, we'll get back to the public with that.
The Prime Minister says that come the next municipal election, the People's United Party will be victorious in their quest to unseat Earl Trapp and his UDP councillors.
As you put us to work for you, ladies and gentlemen, you are our bosses, you are our warriors. That is why when they call elections in March of next year, you are going to be out there in the front line, fighting for the People's United Party.
Ustedes son quienes nos ponen a trabajar.
As you put us to work for you, ladies and gentlemen, you are our bosses, you are our warriors. That is why when they call elections in March of next year, you are going to be out there in the front line, fighting for the People's United Party. As you are our warriors. That is why when they call elections in March of next year, you are going to be out there in the front line, fighting for the People's United Party. And I want to put the UDP on notice, because we're going to fight for every single municipality in this country. From Corozal to Arinjuak to Belize City to Belmopan to Benque to Dangriga to San Pedro to PG. I think I missed one. Which one? Which one? San Pedro. No, I don't say San Pedro. San Ignacio, Santa Elena, and we are going to win all of them. Now, the mayor of San Ignacio and Santa Elena is my friend. He's a nice guy, but we don't want nice guys. We want people who get the work done. And for 20-odd years, Santa Elena and San Ignacio have had a UDP town council. And I am putting them on notice that this time around, in there we are united and we are going to put a good team and we are going to win San Ignacio and Santa Elena for the People's United Party. So are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready?
According to seven-time UDP councillor Bernadette Fernandez, that will be easier said than done, as she is confident that the UDP will once again control the San Ignacio and Santa Elena constituency.
Every election time, that's his message that he always sends to San Ignacio and Santa Elena, that they will be successful. But I don't think so. We are prepared, and definitely that we will deliver in San Ignacio, 7 UDP.
How is it that you have been elected this long, and I think that you are the one who garners the majority of votes?
Well, easy, very easy. You just keep in touch with your people, and that is it. Keep in touch with your people, walk with your people, laugh with your people, and cry with your people.
We will be taking our last break for the evening and be back with more news, so stay tuned.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows, each generation building on the last, and carrying forward a shared responsibility, serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes, supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited, built to serve, serving Belize.
There's going to be 5 modules that we will be looking at. The first one would be the duties of traffic wardens, power of arrest, and the legislative amendments as it relates to DUI. The second module looks at report writing, and then we look at motorcycle helmets and its standards. On Wednesday, we'd look at the proper use of breathalyzers, and then we'll do some training related to that. On Thursday, we then look at electronic evidence as it relates to the changes in legislation and the use of the body cams and dash cams. And on Friday, of course, we'll be doing a simulation on a case file preparation.
Please remember, the rules are there for a reason. The regulations are there for a reason. It's not to bypass them. It's to ensure that you protect the citizens of Belize.
We're not here to just teach you. We're also here to learn from you. You are the ones who are on the streets every day doing traffic enforcement. So you know what are the issues that affects you and should be able to guide us so that we can correct those issues.
Belize has officially assumed the pro tempore presidency of the Council of Social Integration of the Central American Integration System for the July to December 2026 term. The handover took place following the 83rd Ordinary Meeting of the Council in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Minister of Human Development, Family Support and Gender Affairs, Honorable Thea Garcia Ramirez, will lead Belize's 6-month presidency, succeeding the Dominican Republic. In accepting the role, Minister Garcia Ramirez reaffirmed Belize's commitment to regional cooperation and inclusive development. Belize accepts this responsibility with humility, gratitude, and a steadfast commitment to advancing our shared vision of a more inclusive and resilient and equitable region, she said. During its presidency, Belize will prioritize strengthening inclusive social protection systems, advancing comprehensive care services for vulnerable populations, and promoting coordinated, people-centered approaches to migration, return, and reintegration. As pro tempore president, Belize will oversee the implementation of the Council's decisions over the next 6 months while supporting the goals of the Secretariat of Social Integration of Central America strategic plan through enhanced regional collaboration and evidence-based policymaking. The Mental Health Association of Belize today celebrated the 13th anniversary of its Welcome Resource Center, marking more than a decade of providing support and services to the community. The Resource Center can be located at the corner of Vernon and Tribuse Street in Belize City, and today was filled with supporters and patrons who play an important role in keeping the center up and running. Janine Caetano, the General Director of the Mental Health Association, spoke about the resources that the association is able to provide to the public through the Resource Center.
The resources that we provide here is resources to patients, persons experiencing mental illness or homelessness. And here at the Resource Center, they're able to have breakfast, lunch, and a shower, and they spend the day networking and collaborating with each other, engaging. They access mental health services that we provide here, and that's about it.
And what sort of mental health services are provided here?
We provide support to the family, so caregivers. We provide counseling to the members who attend, who come here. Of course, we collaborate closely with the Ministry of Health, and so we're able to share resources in those type of services, counseling, medication provided by Ministry of Health, and support to family members.
Despite the center being operational for 13 years, Caetano says that men are still hesitant to take advantage of the resources that are being provided.
Here at the center, we have quite a few men who are our members, and one of the things that we know that exists, the stigma, the discrimination, is that every single person is a human being. Before you can see yourself as a man, you are a human being first. We all have a mental health. There are some of us who struggle much more than others, but we still struggle. And we want to encourage more men to know that there's no shame in seeking help. There's no shame to say that, you know what, I'm depressed, I'm anxious. These are what my experiences are, because you are human, and we are open, and we open our doors to every single person, and we encourage more men to come.
And that is the news. Thank you for joining all of us here at Plus TV. Good night and God bless. I am Navia Ramos.